therefore I could say that I was different. That's my personal
Has the
viewpoint.
challenge to an architect increased due to available information to everybody? For example, I mean, do you have clients coming in and telling you that मेरे को ऐसी सीढ़ी चाहिए and ऐसा facade चाहिए and ऐसी, I mean, since the information is so readily available, so how do you react to that? Or if somebody
I react very positively. I mean, if somebody knows so well what he wants, it makes my job so easy. Because what's important is that the person has an opinion. It's when the person doesn't have an opinion that your job becomes tougher. So sometimes in trying to get that person to make an opinion, you also make a mistake which you cannot retract, which you cannot take back, because you are the one in the first place who helped to create that opinion. So sometimes later on when you find it, at that time too I was very keen on doing this, but it's not really working out. Now I want to wheedle out of that, and you can't do that because you are the one who sold this idea in the first place. Okay, so both have their pluses and minuses. If you have a person who is opinionated in the sense that they know that they want something like this, they want something like this, they want something like this, you have to understand that their choices are based on their experiences, whatever they have seen. Okay. Now what they want coming to you, what they're looking for, is you have more to give than they have already got. So they are expecting that you will have more experiences and you would have seen more things. So if you actually have done that, then you can show them even more that, oh, that's wonderful what you're thinking, but how about this? And how about this? And when you have a person like that, you will find that actually they're not rigid about having something. It's only their way of expressing what they like. Because ultimately it's a matter of liking something. So they could tell you what they like in very beautiful words, or they can tell you what they like in what they wear and what they eat and how they live at home. Or they can go a step further and actually show you the picture of what they like. This is what we like.
Would you be worried about protection from plagiarism from the internet? I mean, how comfortable would you be if your projects and work is available?
Plagiarize, no problem. Copy it, it's great. Why shouldn't the whole world get something if it's good?
But then would we have same looking buildings everywhere?
What if we plagiarize the wrong thing?
What plagiarize the wrong thing?
What if, something...
How many models of cars are there in this world? Tell me. 500? Huh? Not more than that, no? So, what if there were only 500 models of houses in the world? Would it be such a bad place? I don't think so.
Wait, what about a sense of it? I mean, supposing there's a window detail or a window sill detail which you have designed and put in a lot of effort over, would you be alright if 5 people take it off the internet and use it the same?
Oh, I mean, if you're keen to do anything about it, then you can have it patented and have them pay per download. What's the problem?
No, but what about you personally? Are you? Is it alright with you if your information is accessible to all, or would you?
I'm alright if my information is accessible to all, for the simple reason that I couldn't be bothered. I would say it's just unnecessarily occupying a part of my mind which I think could be happier doing something else. That's why I'm not bothered. But if I do something and all it takes is that on the corner of my screen is a button saying patent this, okay? I make a nice detail and all I have to do is just go and click patent this. Then a window will open. Do you want to patent this? In which countries you want to patent? In the United States, UK, all of North America, all of Europe, all over the world, universal this. This is what it costs. And I had to only choose, $60, 95 cents to have it patented all over the world. And I had to just click. And then it would say your credit card number and your password. I would do it every time. Because it's not that simple.
I think finally just what in terms of design process of a particular project, how has internet changed it in terms of readily available information which now you can just take and put in? Has that happened? I mean, has the process of design changed?
The process of design has changed in the sense that what is expected of you has changed. So, at a particular time, what was expected of you was maybe just a doodle, because that was the only mode of expression you had, that was the only communication media you had between yourself and your client. So, your client couldn't doodle and you could. So, that was the edge you had over your client. What the client could say in words, you could make a drawing out of that and you could show it to the client, and the client would say, oh, is this what it means, what I said to you? This is how it is going to turn out to be. And you would say, yes, this is how it's going to turn out to be. So he's going to look at you and say, it will turn out okay, no? So you say, of course it will turn out wonderful. Because the client doesn't know a shit about what you are showing him. It's just that you are showing him because you know what it all means. The client doesn't understand anything. And that's it. He just trusts you. And he would say, okay, fine. And you went ahead and you built it, and then when you built it, then you would say, oh, like that. Oh, but no, at that time, looking at the plans, we never knew it would be like this. Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we raise the door height? Can we lower the floor? Can we make a hole in it? So that's the way it went earlier. Now, the client knows that and demands that you should actually show him what the whole thing will be like. A doodle will not do. So the client is interested in seeing everything, which is all very well. So you say, yes, it's wonderful, you can see everything, but we are still not in the position where all I have to do is that press that button. I do something. While you are talking, whatever you are saying is getting recorded in my computer, okay? And there's an expert system working inside. So as you are describing what you want, this expert system, which is kind of geared towards the way I design and I interpret and I express things, it's already designing inside, and at the end of it I say, okay, now stop. It gives me a something, a design, okay, based on Manoj Mathur's interpretation of what his client has told him. And all I have to do is, okay, click, then it will orbit and revolve and go up and down, and I can show this to the client. So the system is not yet so expert. It still requires my brain to work on it. Okay. So I say that because my brain has to work on it, right now the brain's temperature is very high, it will not work. It needs to sleep over it, it needs to rest. Okay, so we'll talk about this tomorrow. So by tomorrow the brain has done something, has reached some conclusions, has not reached other conclusions, nothing is final. So what do? My client is waiting. Okay, in the earlier situation you would have done a doodle and gone ahead with it, but now in this situation, today's situation, you can't do it, you have to do the whole thing. So you say, okay, this is going to be taking a lot of time for me to do exactly what I want, but I can do something at least half as good. So let me show you some things, let me show you, it's going to be somewhat like this, it's going to be somewhat like this. This example, this is from this place, this is from, California, but this one is a little, not so good, not exactly, some things are not right. Better example, I'll show you, oh, this one is from there, this is there, this is there, and this is there. This is something which I did from some other client, okay? So I want to take something out of that. So you show the client 5 different things, not which are all somewhat like what you want to do, not exactly what you want to do. basically to keep a conversation going, so that your client is coming up to speed, is trying to, having given out what the client wants, now the client has to catch you. Okay? And you are trying to give the client things which are catchable. So the client sees some pictures, understands some things from it. Sometimes you show the client a picture in which you are thinking that the most important thing which you can see is what you want to show, your idea, I'm showing this picture because, the red wall in the background is going to be like this. But the client is not seeing the red wall. The client is seeing some, nice Venus sculpture standing in front. So he says, oh yes, I never thought of this. This Venus sculpture will look very good. Oh no, it's not the Venus sculpture I'm talking about. Look at the red background wall. Can't you see that? The texture, the tone, that just a lovely shade of Indian red. Can't you see that? So the client say, oh, yeah, maybe. Okay. So that picture didn't work. So maybe something else will come in its place. So like that, a conversation starts. So it's a side activity which has to be played up alongside your workings of the mind, which at some time will get translated into hard copy. So the internet in that is very helpful because it gives you access to, I don't know how many trillions of images to choose from.
So the side process of your work that's going along, would that borrow from the conversation or the trillions of pictures that are going
Yes,
on?
it would, definitely.